Ave Satanis, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave Lord Pazuzu, Ave King Azazel, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave Lord Astaroth, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave King Asmodee, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave Lord Belial, Ave King Lucifer, Ave Father Satan, and Ave to every demon and every demonic entity that there is in existence, who are the true ancient gods. Every demon and every demoness is the true ancient gods. That I know for sure. 100%. Oh, sorry about that. I just had to get a taste. Fucking sun's out now. At least the weather's turning nice. About fucking time. About time the weather's turning. Now you just gotta try to get it. Now I just gotta try to get a certain angle so that the sun's not fucking shining in my eyes. Right there it is. There it definitely is. Well, I know where I can go. I'll go back over there by the pole. I'll try that route. I'll try to go over by the pole and just get in the little bit of shade just there by the pole. I'll try that route. Oh. Goddamn cars. So how's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. I hope everybody's doing good. I really do. I hope everybody's doing very well. I hope everybody's having a good week thus far. I hope. Anyway. But, that being said, we all have bad days. Everybody does. There's not a person alive on this planet that doesn't have a bad day. I gotta stop shaking that phone. It's fucking retarded. Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Anyway, that being said, my books came in. I got another load of books in today. Yep. I ordered 12 on, just to tell you how fast they came in. And I never had them on Prime. Like, I never had Amazon Prime. I just had regular shipping, right? I ordered them on Friday night, past, and the day is Wednesday. And I got them today. I got them this afternoon. So it took Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and half of today, or 3/4 of today. So it took like 4.5 days, not even 5 days to get my books. Now, I ordered 12 of them, and I ordered 12 books, like, I got like 12 books last month, same thing, around the same time, actually. And with these here ones, Alistair Notch, his books, I got 4 of them. I already had 2 of his. I had the Satanic Bible, Satanic Magic, Book of Satanic Magic, and the Book of Satanic Ritual. That's 2 of his books, Alistair Nitch's. And I also had, and then I ordered, beginning of this, about a week ago, well, like I said, Wednesday past, I ordered 4 more of his books. One of them's Grand Grimoire. That's full of information, satanic information. And the other one is, or the other ones, I should say. The other ones, 3 of them are Sanctus of Shadows is one, and he got 2 compendiums to him. So it's volume 1, 2, and 3. And the 3 of them are full of information. And I was told by a very good brother, even before I ordered them. I was going to order them anyway, but even before I ordered them, I was told by a very good brother that them 4 books were excellent. So I said, They're excellent? Alright, fine. I'll grab them. And I grabbed them and I got them, which is the most important thing. Got them a lot faster than I fucking thought I was going to get them. To be honest with you. A lot faster than I thought I was going to get them. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. I got to go over somewhere in the shade, because I broke my sunglasses. I don't know how the hell they broke, but they're busted. I had them in my pocket and they broke on me last night or yesterday evening. I got no fucking idea how it happened, but they're broke. But anyway, that's just a minor detail. I can buy another pair. Actually, I don't need to buy another pair. I got another pair at my place. I just got to find them. Like looking for a needle in a haystack of needles. Literally. But anyway, obviously Satanist to all my true brothers and sisters. And I really mean it. Otherwise I wouldn't say it. Yeah, what I was talking about yesterday about keyboard warriors, or keyboard Satanists, sorry. I was talking about yesterday. Is true, you know. There is a lot of Satanists who hope that stays there. Who are only Satanists when they're online. Okay? When they're on social media. Be it Facebook, be it Twitter, be it YouTube, be it Twitch, Instagram, whatever. Yeah, they're only Satanists when they're online. And does that bother me? I know it's none of my business. It really ain't. I got no problem saying it's none of my business, but I also think that somebody should step up and say something about it. So I guess I'm the one that's doing it. Even though there's not a lot of people that watches my videos, but that's not the point. Point is, I'm still doing it for Father Satan. I'm still doing it for Father Satan, King Lucifer, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, beautiful Queen Lilith, and every other demon in existence. And I'm going to continue to do it. And if some people don't like that I'm doing it, that's their problem. They're the ones that got the problem then, not me. But I know one thing. Like I told one of my sisters, one of my really good sisters, actually. Honestly, I think she's like probably my closest satanic sister, to be honest with you. Tell you the truth, now that I think about it. I told her that when, I mentioned it to her one night. This was a while ago. This was first when I started doing, well, no, it's like 6 months ago when I really started pumping the videos out. Like when I started doing like 3-4 a day, like that there, right? And I told her, and she told me to, she asked me, I told her, I said, this is why I'm doing them. I said, I feel my patron is leading me to do them. I said, and I feel Father Satan is leading me to do them. I said, I really do feel and I'm being led to do them. I said, and even if it only helps one person, at least, even if it helps one person, okay? And I don't care who the person is. Even if it helps one person on their satanic path, it's worth it to me. And that's 100% fact. If it helps one person, it's worth it. I don't care if I do 1 million. I don't care if I do, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 videos. Sure, it's taking my time out, but it gives me something to do also. And it's not a waste of time. But the way I look at it, even if it helps one person, it's worth it. Even if my videos help one person, it's worth it. And I know for a fact already they're after helping people. And I learn in the process why I'm doing this. Because the videos I'm doing off my iPhone, okay? And this is my Galaxy here. LG 6. Okay, hold on. That's my LG 6 there. I haven't used that one. I haven't done any videos at all with that one yet. I had that phone like 3 months. Yeah, maybe a little longer than 3 months, maybe 4 months. And I haven't done one video with that phone yet. I just like doing them on my iPhone because I'm used to it, right? Now I am. But anyway, back to keyboard Satanists. People that are keyboard Satanists, in my opinion. Now, if they, like I said last in a video of past, if they do rituals, okay? Like if they do satanic rituals or demonic rituals or, you know, necromancy, what have you. Even if they do rituals of any sort, just as long as the ritual is 100% correct and it's coming from their heart, or even if it, you know, or they're trying to do it. All you need, man, is a tea light. A tea light in a cardboard box, okay? And speak to whichever demon you're speaking to, or Father Satan himself, or King Lucifer, Queen Lilith, whichever one. Speak from your heart, okay? Because believe you me, I'm not joking. Mean what you say. Mean what you say 100%. Because if you're trying to pull a fast one off on the demonic, it ain't gonna work. It'll backfire on you, and you'll be the one paying in the long run. Honestly, I do a little ritual every single night. Every night I do a ritual, a little one. And then like once a month I usually do a big one. You know, where there's bloodletting and stuff like that, right? But also I might do it during the month, depending on, you know, depending on the situation and everything, right? And depending on which demon I'm doing it to. Or doing it for. Or with, I should say. But doing it with, like I said, you don't need a big altar, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have a full room. A big room. Just for my satanic magic. Just to do my rituals in. And that's the truth, I really would. I would love to, man. I would love to have a room just for my satanic rituals. Just to do my rituals in. I really would. But I can't. I honestly can't afford it. I'd love to be able to. I'd love to be able to, you know, have my own home. That way I'd be able to do my indoor rituals in, you know, in one big room or in the basement. Right? Either in one big room in my house or in the basement. Instead, I take what I get, and I, you know, use what is at my disposal. I don't have a big ritual room, I will say that. But that being said, I do have ritual space, and that's sacred space. That's for Father Satan and communication areas, right? That's where I do my rituals. That being said, I'm pretty sure, you know, if you think that, like, if you're living in a house where there's other people or your parents, whether your parents are there, whether your boyfriend is there or your girlfriend is there, and they don't believe what you're doing, or they don't like what you're doing or whatever, go to a park somewhere. There's lots of parks around, you know, or find a little patch of woods, man. That's a big hawk, man. That's huge. Or find a little patch of woods somewhere. Find a little patch of woods, and it doesn't have to be a very big area, or a little park, and just be seated and light your little tea light and do your ritual. People might walk by and think there's something wrong with you, but that's their problem, not yours. You're not the one that got something wrong with them. They have. You're just practicing your freedom of religion, your freedom of belief. And if people don't like it, they can suck it. If people don't like it, too bad for them. Grow up, right? in my honest opinion. But yeah, that's my honest opinion on that, man. They should. You can honestly, you don't need much space. You really don't. You don't need a big area. You don't need. Sure, it's great to have. It'd be beautiful to have. In my honest opinion, I think it'd be wonderful. It really would. But that being said, you also got to try to. If you're doing your rituals and you got your candles on your, say you got an altar and you got your candles on your altar, okay? What you should do, or this is what I do. I keep my candles on my altar. I don't use them on the floor at all. But people that use candles on the floor and things like that, I think they, you got to be careful for that you don't walk over one and trip over a candle holder and all that stuff. But if you just got them on your altar and that, I think it's great. My honest opinion. But the things you put on your altar is entirely up to you. It's what you feel drawn to put up there. It's what you feel your patron, or either your patron or Father Satan leading you to put up on your altar. Yeah, like I said, it's what you feel like you need. What you feel personally, okay? It's what you feel personally that Father Satan, King Lucifer, whoever's your demon, if you're doing it Father Satan, or if you're doing it to your patron, just do whatever you feel led to do, wherever you feel, buy whatever you feel that you need for it. Whatever you're being, actually not what you feel you need, what you're being led to buy, and if you can afford it. Because black candles are hard to get, but you can get them. But the thing about it is, if you can't afford to buy black candles, because they're expensive, they really are. If you can't afford to buy black candles, use a tea light. A tea light's, just as long as there's flame. Just as long as there's flame there. Sure, it's great if, like I said, it's great if you can afford to have a big fancy, one great big single room with a big fancy altar, all kinds of different ornaments and skulls and everything else on your altar, right? That's great. If you can afford it, more power to you. But if you can't afford it, like I said, Father Satan sees what's in your heart, and he sees what's in your mind and what's in your soul. And you can have the most expensive altar in the world, okay, and the biggest altar in the world, or have the most instruments on that altar. But you got to remember, all them instruments are just tools. Okay, that's all they are, is tools. And if you don't know how to use those tools, or if you don't use those tools the way you're led to use them, or taught to use them, then you're just wasting everybody's time. You're just wasting your time. Because you gotta be, and that's where studying, okay? That's where studying and reading comes in. And learning from other brothers and sisters. True brothers and sisters, not the fakes, not the phonies. Not the fakes and phonies who are out there, because there's too many of them out there. They're everywhere. They're worse than the bubonic plague. They're worse than Ebola out down in Africa. Or in the Congo, wherever it's to. They're worse than the plague. The black plague that, fake Satanists are. And the ones that are trying to get attention and all that crap. Because I know a lot of, I can guarantee you right now, I can take you to two, actually probably more than two places on the internet that I can guarantee, a lot more than two places actually. It's pretty sad to say, but it's true. That are 100% fake, and I'm not judging them, I just know they're fake. I'm not judging them by no means, but I do know they're fakes and phonies. That I know 100%, and nobody will ever change my mind on that. Nobody. I don't care who they are, who it is. Because, and what I mean by that is, you don't pretend one day that you're possessed. Okay, you don't say in one conversation that you're possessed by a devil or possessed by a demon, a certain demon. You don't say you're possessed by a certain demon, and in one sentence, and in the next sentence, you say that Satan don't exist. Okay, if Father Satan don't exist, how the hell are you possessed? Answer that question. If Father Satan doesn't exist, no demons exist. And I can guarantee you right now, as true as I'm talking to you now, as true as I'm looking in my phone right now doing this video, Father Satan exists 100%. And there's not a person on this planet, whoever denies it, are just denying themselves. Most people, you mention the word Satan and they run away from you. But if somebody is true in Satan, if somebody is true Satanist, you mention the word Satan, depending on how you mention it, they're not going to run away. They're going to stay there and listen. That I know for sure, because I know one thing. A lot of people who say they're possessed, they're not possessed. A lot of them either do it for, number one, a lot of them either do it for attention, okay? That's the biggest one. They either do it for attention, or they have schizophrenia, or bipolar. Schizophrenia and bipolar together, by the way, means that you have schizoaffective. Both of it together is called schizoaffective. Or they have DID, or DID, dissociation identity disorder. Or they have, which is pretty much called multiple personality. Which, believe you me, I'm after running across a lot of people on, actually, I'm after running across a lot of people on the internet, on social media, that say they're Satanists, and come to find out they're all screwed up. They're all, you know, come to find out they basically should be in a hospital, to be honest with you. That's where they should be. They should be or they should be under psychiatric, very strict psychiatric care. Because I'm going to do a video on it after, on that one. Now that I think about it, I'm going to do a video on that one. Because there's one thing that I want to talk about. There's a few. But there's one in particular I want to talk about a situation just like that. Go in. I'm thinking about shaving it, but I'm not sure. I really don't want to. Anyway, with that, I'll let you go with this video. Oh, excuse me. Ave Satanas, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave King Asmodeus, and I'll talk to you next, my true brothers and sisters. Ave Satanas.